On Friday, we saw that Part 2 email going out to federal employees, asking them to list out 5 bullet points on exactly what they got done the past week, similar to that first email that we saw. We did obtain that second email, and it reads in the subject line, quote, "What did you do last week, Part 2?" Again, it asked for 5 bullets, asking employees to describe what they did, and it asked them to also CC their manager on it. The message also says employees should respond by Monday at 11:59 p.m. each week, adding, "Please do not send links or attachments and any classified or sensitive information. If all of your activities are classified or sensitive, please write all of my activities are sensitive" at the end of that email there. So certainly a lot of confusion there on whether or not employees should respond to the emails. Some departments like the FBI telling their staff to flat out ignore them, but others like the Interior Department were actually told to reply to them. So it's certainly a tricky situation here to navigate when you're also told you could possibly be fired if you don't respond to those emails, Adrienne.
Right. And I think that, obviously there are a lot of people who wonder, is this the right way to do this? But we saw the first cabinet meeting this week with the new administration. I believe the president gave Elon Musk some time to explain if there was classified information, then they can simply reply that there was classified information, as you touched on. And then you mentioned that the staff were actually encouraged by some of their managers not to respond to this DOGE email. So are we just going to see a repeat of history, Groundhog Day here?
That's likely going to be the case here, Adrienne. The Groundhog Day, as you mentioned. It depends, though, on the agency, as you mentioned, like in the FBI, where there's more classified information, there might be another level of security there, making sure that the employees know not to respond. A lot of employees I know, as I mentioned to you earlier, they ran this by their direct supervisors as a starting point, saying, hey, what do you think we should do? Where should we go with this? But what we saw, last week was several agencies run by Trump's picks to run the federal government, again, telling employees not to respond to this. So likely we're waiting to see that same reaction probably going to play out again here, Adrienne.
See if there's any progress made and who gets to keep their job. News Nation's Alina Shirazi, thank you as always.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.